was sitting around this afternoon, completely unmotivated. I knew I needed to shoot some video, and it was just one of those days where I just really did not feel like doing it. There's 100 dozen things I could do, there's probably a dozen things I should do, and I felt like doing precisely none of it. So I was farting around on the computer, and I hit upon one of those right time, right place things. Forget exactly what I was originally searching for, but I found an ad. A guy was advertising one of these for a really good price. You know, fresh out of the box, but unused. So unpackaged, but unused. And turns out this was 5 miles from home. Anyways, I contacted him. That was, a little while ago. And I said to him, I'm really, really interested. And he says, well, that engine's sold. But I do have another one new in box. And I thought, okay, fine. I'll bite. Probably wants more for it, but, we'll see. Anyways, I tripped on over there. And sure enough, not only is it new in box, he hadn't even cut the packing tape on it. The box had been sitting there for literally a couple of years. He hadn't gotten around to doing anything with it, although he did have some plans. And he cut the packing tape long enough just to show me that it was what it was and wasn't just a resealed box of bricks. And we made a deal on the spot for a lot less than I would have paid anywhere else, that's for darn sure. So what do we have here? Well, we have a 418cc Chinese clone of a Yanmar L100 diesel engine. Some of you know that I've been wanting one of these for a while, and the last time I went on for a hunt for one, I got my Kubota, but I found no single-cylinder air-cooled diesel. So, here she is. Just one of those times where you're not expecting anything to pop up, and just right place, right time. 5 miles from me, awesome price, brand new, in box, never opened, never looked at, no fuel through it, no oil in it, no nothing. Perfect, I like it. Gotta dig that new engine smell. Let's open her up. So as you can see, the straps are loose, and that's because the carton's a little deformed at the bottom. But, again, she's never been opened. Alrighty then, so, manuals. Anybody ever actually read the damn things? Well, I will. I'm that kind of guy. Owner's manual. Stop, do not return to store. Well, I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen. And, not sure what that's all about. United States Environmental Protection Agency. Oh, I got a letter from the EPA. Look at that. Look at that. Letter from the EPA. I feel special now. It's a certificate of conformity for the 2010 model year. So the engine's a couple of years old, and it was a 2010. It could have been sold in 2012 or 2013. Whatever. Maybe I can trace the numbers later. And let's see. Pursuant to Section 213 of the Clean Air Act, blah, 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 non-road compression ignition engines conforming, blah, in all material respects, blah, 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 the manufacturer shall consent to all inspections, blah, does not cover non-road engines sold, offered for sale, or introduced, or delivered for introduction into commerce in the U.S. prior to the effective date of the certificate. And, yeah, okay, whatever. So this here says that, well, as of its time, I'm not going to be belching too much smoke for the EPA. Oh, that makes me feel good. No, it doesn't. Screw 'em. Alrighty, moving on. Got a little package in the top here with a yellow screwdriver. Yellow is for diesel, I suppose, and, a bracket with a key switch. And a couple of keys, which look suspiciously like my Honda keys. Maybe they'll work, maybe they won't. And a couple of bolts, probably for that bracket. And a couple of wrenches. Fan-damn-tastic. Alrighty then. practically embedded in the styrofoam from sitting for so long. And it's got a condom on it. Get it whipped around here. Oh, look at that. Ain't that pretty? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alrighty then. No oil in unit. Put oil before starting. Always check engine. You know what? These tags, I'm going to start handing these out. Always check engine oil before starting, because I know none of y'all do that. Alright, that's a pretty thing. Opening up the fuel filler here. Nice little strainer. Smells like absolutely nothing. Gotta like that. Alright, let's have a look around. So excited, I damn near dropped the camera. It's like Christmas around here. Alrighty. Fantastic. Specifications, bore and stroke, blah 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 blah. 3600 RPM, 418 cc's. Combustion system, direct injection. Okay, cool. Well, if anybody had any questions about whether it was DI or IDI, there's your answer. And moving over here, it is against federal law to return this product to where you purchased it once gasoline or oil has been added. Now, didn't know that. I thought they were just being a pain in the keister for the sake of being a pain in the keister. Okay, and you've got the EPA, label there to indicate how long it's supposed to meet emission specs. And we absolutely don't care. Yan Cheng Zing Dong Machinery. Awesome. Made in China. Who knew? PTO shaft, 1 inch with a key. Excellent. Got an oil fill check plug on this side, and I think there's one on the other side as well as a drain. There we go, the other oil fill. There's the starter. Oh, it's gorgeous. And the regulator rectifier for the charging system. Excellent. And more paperwork. Cool. There's the muffler. Look at that. Still black and everything. It says hot. I think it's lying. Oh, it's lying. Decompression lever on top. Very good. Huh. Wonder what that little yellow knob is for. I have no clue. I gotta do some homework. Alright, I'm gonna spare you guys the agony of watching me put fuel and oil in and just assume everybody knows how to put fuel and oil in. Pop the door open here. And I'm going to just quickly cut off that zip tie holding that piece of key stock on. Get rid of that because the last thing I need is a Chinese zip tie releasing a 1/4 inch key into hyperspace into my head. Yeah, it's getting a little dark outside. Okay, so I'm going to turn the fuel valve on. And set the throttle. Now I'm going to assume that because the fuel system has had nothing in it up until now, it's probably going to take me a bunch of tugs. So yeah, I gave her a couple of tugs and trying to hold it down while pulling wasn't working out well, so I think we're going to make use of the electric start option. So, going to ground the block and tie into the starter here. See what the hell happens when I turn the key. Keep my knee on her just in case. Oh, yeah. Oh, you gotta like that. Fantastic. Ooh, a little smoky in here. Anyways, I can hear you guys yelling at your screen. Put it on Gorilla, put it on Gorilla. It's not going on Gorilla. We've already made the determination that I'm putting the Kubota Z400 on Gorilla for sure. That's not going to change. You know, all respect to guys that have put these little Yanmar clones in Sears Suburbans. Not for me. Even though, you know, I've mysteriously picked one up out of nowhere and I have the option, whereas I did not before. Again, you know me, I like to swim against the stream and do my own thing, so that's what I'm going to do. What am I going to do with this one? No idea. This is like any other acquisition that I wasn't planning on. It's grab it now, figure it out later. So I'm going to figure it out later. Stay tuned and see what the hell I come up with. In the meantime, thank you for watching Sprocket's Garage on YouTube and sharing and subscribing. A little smoky in here. Until next time, take care of yourself. Oh, frig, my eyes are burning. Ah.